All right.
Okay.
Welcome. That was a gang sign.
That was pretty.
We were
thrown up.
blood.
Nipples and stuff. We're gonna get sometimes.
There we go. Boob.
Were you in a gang? Boo.
Anyways, do our introduction.
All right. Welcome everybody to the Laugh Lab podcast. My name is Dave Kopp. This is Jason Wapshall over there, and today our special guest right in the middle is Max Stevenson.
That's me.
You may recognize Max Stevenson from all the shows at Dakotas.
Yes.
Yeah, you do comedy.
Yes.
And you also do comedy in Summerland.
One time.
One time.
And the campground. I heard
the
campground. I thought we'd get to the campground story today.
But so you've been all over the place.
If you're new listeners, we do this podcast. We talk to comedians, new and old.
Yeah.
People have been on it a long time and little time like us. You started about the same time as me. How long have you been doing it?
Yeah, I think like 1 month less than you, like 8 months or something, like 7.
It's weird because I saw something just pop up on my Facebook, but I don't know if it was accurate, but it actually said it was like a year.
Yeah.
But I don't know if it was, but maybe.
For you or me?
Yeah, for me. So are you?
I was hoping you were looking at mine.
So are you like 11 months then maybe?
No, I think this is just riveting, but I think I started in like May.
Yeah, I remember when we started doing shows. Anyways, super fun. We've both really enjoyed it.
Yeah.
Dave and I talk a lot about, I think, more to the new comedians. I don't think anybody rich and famous and popular is listening anyways.
Ryan.
But Ryan, my friend Ryan last night did his first open mic. How did he do?
Shout out to Ryan. Good job.
That's pretty cool to talk about it on here. Talk about what it's like. He's actually, I think, the only person that listens to every episode.
Yeah. So Ryan did great. And
there you go. You listen to all the episodes. Oh, perfect. There you go.
Yeah, we got more people listening. Okay. And no, it was last night we did open mic, and neither of you attended.
I was prepping for tonight.
You were prepping for tonight. What were you doing? You know what? It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. We're
looking for Kelowna women, maybe.
Yeah. That's fine. He's prepping for his next picnic table gig.
There we go.
Okay, tell us about this, because this is one of the funniest stories to a young comedian I've heard. What did these assholes do to you?
Well, you told it on the Logan podcast a bit, but it was like, I was like finally, this was my first kind of road trip.
It's a really big gig.
Yeah, it was a huge gig in the RV park. And then you were like, gave me the address, and I was like, okay, I'm going to try and be there on time. And then I showed up to the spot, and then the guy was... And then I was like, well, Dave's not here. And I started walking in, and the guy who like runs the RV park's like, there's no show. And I'm like, I'm told there's a show. And then I'm like panicking, because then you call me and you're like, Max, where are you? Like, you're supposed to be here. And I was like, I'm ruining my first opportunity. This is my big break.
Can you imagine Can you imagine being the RV guy? Just being like, you run an RV park, and the guy comes in, he's like, hey, I'm here to do comedy.
Yeah.
And you're like, what?
And he's like, I wish there was a show. And then I went to the actual spot, didn't see you. And then I went back.
You'd been there once?
Yeah, I went back, and the guy's like, dude, I don't want to tell you, there's no show. And I'm like, I'm told there's a show.
You were thinking there's going to be like 500 fans in lawn chairs?
Yeah, they were all waiting for me. And then you're like, oh, I mixed up the address.
I did mix up the address.
But it
was a difficult
address.
It wasn't easy to not mix up.
Yeah.
It was like 2 campsites owned by the same company, both on like either side of an oxbow.
Yeah.
So one was called Oxbow, and the other one was called like
Oxfro.
Yeah. It was like an easy mistake.
They probably have it all the time.
Yeah.
Except for it's not comedians.
Yeah. So you're late,
and
I called, and you'd been at the original place. You'd been to the right place, and then you went back to the original place that was wrong.
Yeah.
And then what?
And I'm panicking. I'm like, Dave hates me so much. And then I pull up, and you're like, get on stage. And I was like, oh,
was there even a stage?
No, it was.
Was it a picnic table?
It was a picnic table and a tarp.
Did you stand on a picnic table?
Yeah, behind it.
Behind a picnic table.
It was on the ground.
That was my stage.
Wow.
And then I just started going in the jokes that was to people setting up tents. And
was there like kids just walking by going, what are you doing here, mister?
And well, fortunately, like some of my brothers and their family showed up, and then
which I didn't know.
Yeah.
So this is how I saw it. Like, because we just kind of, he shows up.
You and Jordan, right?
Yeah, Jordan and I were sitting there, and then we're just like, get on stage. So imagine you're at a campsite, and someone just starts in the middle of a comedy show. Like, it wasn't like, hey, everybody, how you doing? He's like, my name's Max.
And like panicked, scared, and like, I suck. I'm the worst.
But in my mind, I was like, this is as good as it could possibly go anyway. Like it's not like you're bombing at a picnic table.
No.
Like everyone, that's the best it could possibly have gone.
Yeah.
So, but I didn't know that was your family.
Yeah.
So I was like, he's crushing. Because like there was like
He's getting laughs.
yeah, there was like 2 picnic tables with people and they were laughing and listening and I was like, this is the best because I'd done the show before.
Yeah.
And then
So you did this once before, and then you went back for more.
I think Jordan was maybe the first or maybe the second time. I did it 3 times, and it's not easy.
I think this is why I'm going to be in charge of booking the hotel rooms in Tokyo.
Yeah.
So I don't end up in a freaking wherever.
There's no RV parks.
Back,
Yeah, I was gonna say,
back,
very
in
hard to
a, back
find.
in a rub and tug at a Chinese.
That would be a good
Japanese
show.
food place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For me, a rub and tug, it's better than a free beer.
Especially the beer you serve.
Don't take
Oh, you
me
don't
down
like
this
that?
road.
Where do you get that? Like the States and you smuggle it?
No.
It's the worst beer in the
Oh,
world.
dude, this is on the.
I'm sorry if you're a sponsor. I'm not a.
They're not listening.
I'm not.
I'll tell you where I got the beer. So the beer, the thing about beer is like on an open mic, the comics usually outnumber the patrons. Right? There's
Yes.
there's 25, sometimes
In the
30,
one I've been to,
sometimes
yes.
40 comedians on a show.
And none of them wanna laugh.
And like 12 people in the audience, right?
Yeah.
So if the bar has to give out 40 beer, they're like, they lose money.
Mm-hmm.
They're like, this is a net negative, right? So we have beer sponsors. And the beer sponsors they stick around for a while until they figure out that this isn't a real good investment. But for a while, they give it to me. So the current beer sponsor has sort of figured out this thing that, when they fill up their beer, sometimes they fill it to the wrong level and they can't sell it.
Sure.
I'll go with that.
So then they give it to us.
That's what they give it to you.
Okay.
So
I thought it was funny because I had sat there and I give the girl my beer ticket, the waitress.
Yeah.
She's like, "Oh no, you have to go to the front to get that."
Yeah.
And I'm like, "Holy, we can't even. You're not even gonna bring me beer, and you're coming this way, and Katie's got a $200 liquor bill anyways."
No.
So I was just like, "What is this?" So
you gotta start. You know what's funny? You're the only person who's ever brought that up.
really,
Yeah,
everybody else is
everyone
happy
else
getting
just
that?
accepts shit.
Oh, yeah.
And get used to it, dude. You're coming from a different world where you're like, oh, no one's bringing me my free beer. No one brings anyone to free beer. You have to go to the fucking bar.
I would just rather buy my Crown and ginger ale and sit there and drink it. But I appreciate the beer.
You see?
To be one of the boys.
Maybe you will buy a quartz table for me.
To be one of the boys. It's so. Anyways, that was a great gig. That was your first road gig. Was the campground.
No, but then okay, what else? So then he's telling his jokes on the picnic table in front of the picnic table.
Yeah.
And then he does and me and Jordan were like, we don't want to go up, so we just kept like, 2 more times. But he thought this was part of the gig. He's like, I have to do this. And so he's like stressing and like,
How many minutes did you do?
I don't know, like maybe
quite a
15
bit
or something.
Yeah,
maybe
15.
More.
And then,
Wow.
Maybe
yeah.
more.
Well,
for the
then we
second
were like
show,
totally
I did
done,
more.
and then I was like, do the German Shepherd thing, and then he did the German Shepherd bit, and then there was the other bit,
The dodgeball bit.
Dodgeball bit. and the dodgeball bit.
You got a couple of really good ones. I don't know what it is, but every time I see a mic stand, I think of you hanging on to it.
Yeah.
It's just the funniest. You do like
What,
that.
like a coat rack, or-
No. You do like that arm wrestling where you're wrestling the teacher or something, or you're wrestling whatever you're doing. But it's so funny the way you grab the mic and stuff. I always just sit and laugh in my seat. I don't know
the one
why.
where you're like praying.
Yeah.
Yeah. So some of the you're not just like an up there.
Yeah, like prop con.
Tonight is
don't do that.
Tonight is
I
my
don't wanna be a prop
first
guy.
thing I'm actually going to do with my body on the stage.
Yeah.
Whereas you do it quite often. You're out moving hands and stuff, and I notice some of the other
Very
guys do
physical.
it. So it's like, like you're a big missile guy.
I have to
ripping
be,
it.
I guess. 'cause
It's good,
It's
though.
not funny.
It's good. but did you always want to be a prop comic?
No, I don't want to be a prop comic.
like Carrot Top. He can
No,
start.
I don't want to do that. at
Tyson
all.
brings some shit too.
Tyson
Tyson likes
yeah.
stuff too.
You remember Tyson?
I know
got his-
Tyson.
He
Yeah.
does Costco. He's got Costco sandals
Yeah.
from Tokyo.
Oh, there you go.
We can get some.
You can't just get them at Costco?
Well, you can't.
Oh.
He's got his Sears catalog that he passes along and all that stuff. You guys,
Yeah.
Tyson was episode 2 or 3 or
Yeah.
something we did,
Yeah.
but
All the best
I
comics,
like,
really.
I like how we're all growing as a group, and
Yeah.
when we came in together, you could see the groups of people, and some of the new guys or the older guys are probably going, "Those fucking new guys, they suck ass."
No.
and we're going,
They're
"Hey,
not.
we're doing pretty good.
Yeah.
People."
You are doing great because
So
it's
it's
like everyone does the same journey, And the cool thing is, like, the newer guys are starting to do, like, the road. Like, you're going on that trip.
Yeah.
To Vancouver. So
Yeah.
you're doing he's on the underground.
Awesome.
And there's, like, the 4 of you. Who's all on that trip?
That's me, Logan Bly, Chris Reinhardt, and Spencer Jarvis.
Yeah, that's a
Good group of guys.
Good
That'd
group.
be
Yeah,
fun.
And
it'd be fun.
they're all doing, like, Comedy Underground in Vancouver together.
You guys all doing like 15 or 20, or what are you doing there?
Is that something like that?
Awesome.
10 or 20.
Super
That's
fun.
so cool.
Yeah, it's-
Because, like, that's like like, everyone goes on, like, little trips at the beginning, and that's the coolest thing. Like, to get a Vancouver show, though,
Yeah.
it's like, when we were starting out, we would, like, they didn't want us near Vancouver, so we'd have to go to, like, Prince
Oh,
George.
yeah.
I started with you guys. I didn't get invited to that trip, so
That's
there you
true.
go. So,
Wow, I mean,
but
It's for the
it's
young
kind of the
guys.
young
it's for
guys.
the young guys. They don't want the old guy. You guys might learn a thing or two.
Fucking chaperone.
Probably drink
Yeah.
you guys all into the table.
No, we'd
that's
be like,
for
no
sure.
drinking.
Hey, I'll get a drink you guys at the table. And be like,
Ah,
we
come
have
on,
to
guys.
be up.
Or it'd be the weird bad influence, like, let's get a whore.
Oh,
You know,
definitely.
like,
That's me. You know me.
Definitely bring some entertainment
Just-
now. There's got to be entertainment.
Wouldn't that would be pretty funny to
Yeah.
see you guys.
No.
I think out of the 4 of you, you would be the most kind of, like, put off by getting a whore.
Yeah. Do I give off that vibe a little bit? Is it something about?
Yeah.
No.
But you would go to the Rippers and drink
Yeah.
Sure.
with the group, with
Sure,
the gang.
yeah.
I'm not saying sit in Gyno Row, but like you would go.
I'll be like, I have some water, please.
Yeah. Are you not? Do you not drink either?
A little bit.
A little bit here and
Yeah,
there.
yeah.
But no crazy.
No, I was talking to Frank one time, and he was like, "So do you weed at all?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "Do you drink?" I'm like, "No." He's like, "What do you do?" I'm like, "I'm just mostly sad." just go away, just sit around.
Yes.
Oh,
Maybe you just haven't found your drug.
there you go. That's
Maybe you need to try all different drugs.
I've been like,
Just go on a binge.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
I've been soft launching like nicotine around my family and whatever, like just jokes about it, and just I'm like, what are you
Really?
think? Yeah, I don't think I'll
interesting.
get into it.
I don't.
Well, how old are you now?
23.
23. And you
Yeah.
live on your own?
Yeah,
Okay.
Meth?
So you can go,
Not yet.
you
No.
can really go do whatever you want.
I'll dabble. I'll
Yeah,
try a
you
little.
can do whatever you
You
want.
could just take a few days off work and go do what you want.
You live in a basement?
I do.
The hard stuff's rough.
You should do mushrooms
Booze.
in your basement.
That's.
He said he's sad as it is.
Yeah,
You just don't want him lonely.
But maybe that'll fix
Why
it.
are you on the show tonight?
Yeah.
It's on your show.
I think there's like 40 or 50 of us going to the Corral after the show tonight.
Yeah.
Like it's gonna
Sarah was
be.
trying to-
There's a bunch of girls coming. I'll get you. You can motorboat some of those girls tonight.
Bull
We'll get
riding?
you-
Bull riding?
Some of them, they're not bulls. These
That's
girls,
true.
they're
I'm sorry.
nice sized girls.
That's a good zing.
So it's like, we've known to have some pretty crazy parties and get-togethers. So maybe
Yeah.
we'll get you out there.
That'd be fun.
Think-
Yeah, I'm
learn
really
a thing
the
or two.
life of the party.
Because that's the cool thing about, like...
Yeah, but
being-
after like 6 tequila shots, you might be.
That's the
might
cool
be-
thing
that
about-
might be what
yeah.
you're missing.
Yeah, you're like that's the coolest thing to be like in comedy and at like 23, because you're like, oh, the world's crazy and weird.
I haven't become bitter.
Yeah,
and
you haven't
angry
become
yet.
bitter. And then there's like the old guys are like, you're like, whoa,
Yeah.
the old guys has a car.
I think if I was young and just starting off, though,
Yeah.
I wouldn't drink at all either, because I look at what I like when I used to play so much ball and hockey and stuff.
Yeah.
We were smashed all the time, and it's
Yeah.
like it just kind of,
Well, yeah,
life might be a lot better.
The
without it, a
other
little
thing is
clearer.
like, the other difference is like, no one drinks while they're playing hockey, like on
No,
the ice.
no.
You know, there's not like fucking
Well, they
keg
used
in
to.
the cake.
They were-
And- yeah, a lot of times.
Sometimes there's water
But
bottles full of
the
beer.
point is like,
The hot-
while you're at comedy,
Yeah.
you're actively could be drinking. Like it's
Yeah.
like it really is meshed. Whereas like some of the things, it's like after the thing we do, we're gonna go
Yeah.
drink. But this is like during.
Yeah.
So if you were the kind of person to get fucked up all the time, you would have a real problem performing.
Yeah.
See, like I'll probably have 2 to 3 doubles before a stage tonight, but that's just like a normal. You're fine, everything.
'cause
and then
it's
you
not
go
gay.
and have, and then you go and have after. It's like like you're just almost. I don't know. Tonight's shows. I've been sweating a little bit about tonight's show.
Well, you
But
sold out. You
it's
sold out a show.
It's
and
sold,
you're-
it's sold out, and I've got 80% brand new material.
Yeah.
And I've got some jokes that are maybe questionable pushing it, especially with the autism crowd and
Well,
the chiropractor
We're gonna
crowd.
get the-
So we'll see how.
Pause pulled. We'll get the sponsor pulled.
We'll see. We'll see.
It's not like it's your
What,
livelihood.
what could go wrong? Yeah, I'll have to hire Dave to sort hockey cards and Pokemon cards.
Yeah, it's not like I
Be
do
like,
this.
you lost my club. Can I have a job?
That dude.
I get stressed out
It's
all
funny.
the time.
It's
thinking
funny,
about
but
it.
like that actually happens to me.
No, I'm not even like that involved. I'm like, I get stressed out just thinking like, this is Dave's livelihood.
Isn't
and
it
these
weird?
guys are doing this.
Isn't it weird?
Oh,
Because
man.
like I have this like very strange role where I can't come on too strong of like telling people what to do, but and sometimes I'm like, I wish you wouldn't do that.
Yeah.
Because it's like I have lost sponsors.
But I think
yeah.
as younger
Yeah.
comedians in
Yeah.
our career, we would prefer you come up to us and go, hey.
Yeah, I would.
I think
do.
we both of us have a level head on our shoulder. But some of those guys I've seen in there, they'd be like, "What the fuck? Why are you telling me what to do?"
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like a fine line. But I've had shows. Well, you know Alex Miller.
Yeah.
Alex's sister, beautiful, wonderful lady. She runs a cause, and I raised money for her. And then one of the comics went on, and he just like said everything you don't want to hear.
Yeah,
Well, we
on a
did-
comedy show, and
Yeah.
it was. That was
We
the last time.
hosted one night for men's mental health, and
Yeah.
your host got up there and told suicide and rape jokes to start the show.
Yeah. But that was funny.
That was kind of like
That was really
I was
good.
like everybody's looking at me. And
Also,
I'm like,
I wrote those for you.
yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, that was also a bad choice. So it happens sometimes.
then
But you
you
know
go
what?
up-
You know what it comes down to though. It also comes down to the people in the audience. Like if they kind of get it, like what's happening.
Yeah.
Like if you go to it and you're like, comedy clubs are organized and everyone knows their role, and if they screw up, it's on purpose. Like if you think that, then you'll get upset.
Yeah.
But if you show up and you're like, this is a group of weirdos who collectively get together and do this strange thing, and it's loosely organized and no one tells anyone what to do. If you
Yeah.
can figure that out in your head, which is kind of obvious, but to some people
But
they
some
don't
people
get it.
get-
Yeah.
But like if you have some wherewithal in the world, you're like, okay, that guy's not his boss.
Yeah.
That guy didn't clear his material with
No,
him.
no.
Right? And I never clear anyone's material with
If you had to do that, I don't even know what I'm going to talk about tonight.
Oh, it'd
If
be
you had-
impossible.
I would be like, I'm not doing that. I don't know what I'm going to say up
The
there.
few times
but
that
like
I've-
you have to read a room.
You have to do that. You have to do that for TV.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You have to do that
So we're
for
safe. We're safe.
You have to do that for big festivals. But like beyond that, like, and it kind of screws up a lot of comics because they're like, I want to make stuff up, and they're like, you can't make stuff up.
Yeah, it's
you're
too
on CBC. It's got to be
tyrannical,
by the
yeah.
word because it's like not only the censor but also the time.
Okay.
So they're like, whatever the Winnipeg Comedy Festival puts 8 guys on in an hour.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's commercials. So if you go over your 4 minutes, you're not on TV.
That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's like,
I think, like I said, you have to read a room. You have to be able, like I've got a bad bid tonight about
or an RV park.
or a room.
There you go.
Yeah, but if he would have read that RV park, he might have just left.
Yeah.
He might have been like, be like, screw this, Dave.
Yeah.
So-
you wouldn't have showed up. But reading the room's important. Do you read the room? Do you think you feel like you do it?
Not really. I'm not good enough.
I've seen you do a little crowd work, a little bit.
I just am like barely holding on. I feel like last time I'm just trying, like I'm so rehearsed and just trying to get through that I'm like,
Okay, is this going to be? Tell me, like you can stop me.
No.
But like a couple weeks ago,
yeah.
you forgot something on stage.
Yeah.
And I'm not bringing that up because it was like a bad, like it's just like it's something that happened. It happens to me. It happens to a lot of people. So what happens is, and I know this is because like you had a bunch of new material that you wrote and you were super stoked on it. It was like a day old.
Yeah.
And you were like, I'm gonna tell it on the weekend, but it was long. It was a chunk. And then you got
Once I get into it, I can
Yeah.
like flow really quickly. I just couldn't like find the start of it for the life of it
Something
because it
happened.
was and then also it's like it's not like they're huge comics, but they're like the good guys in Canada were
Right,
sitting
yeah,
there.
yeah.
I'm like, this is my moment
But
to
you
shine.
rebuilt and got and
Yeah, and then they all pity laugh for me, and then treat me
I
like
don't
I had
think-
cancer.
I don't think it was
afterwards. They're
pity
like, hey, you did great, buddy.
Yeah.
I'm like, "Ah."
But the audience will do that. They'll like they don't realize what happened.
Yeah.
So they thought that like you're an idiot.
Yeah.
But the fact is you're not an idiot. You had a giant like bunch of text in your head.
Yeah.
And for whatever reason you had a million things happening and you couldn't access it at that exact moment.
Yeah.
And that's all it happens. It happens to everybody at some time in their life and over for lots of people. So it's no big deal. But they did act like it was a big deal.
Well, and then also I think like I'm a young guy and I look extra young, and then they're like, I think people are just like, oh, good for him.
Yeah.
And then,
Remember, and they started clapping, and they're like,
Yeah, I'm like-
"No, try." They're like,
yeah.
"You can do it."
But I think everybody we were sitting in the comedians pit there with everybody, and we were all just so happy that you kept going. 'Cause
Yeah.
most of us would have
Yeah.
said fucking walked off.
Yeah.
I was close.
So I could tell you were there. I was like, oh, is he gonna leave?
Yeah.
But I think it was so much better for your career and everything to stay.
I told Logan afterwards, he came in a bit after, I'm like, everyone here is going to treat me like I have kids. And I hate it. And then people kept coming up, you did great.
But see, like I'm a team guy. That's the one thing I've been confused with the shows and stuff
Yeah.
is like I want every fucking person to kill it in the show, the host,
Yeah.
and everybody
Yeah.
like 100%. Like, and if I hear a bit where I'm like, hey, if you added this or this might help out.
Yeah.
But like some of these guys look at you like, who the fuck are you? So it's like not everybody's believes
Well,
that.
it's
But if I'm cheering for you, like I want you guys to kill it. Like that's like I've got nothing to gain at all, zero. I'm never gonna make more money doing this than I'm making now. It's not that.
It's an interesting relationship. Like you have to, you want that exactly what you talk about. Like I want that. It's my club, right? I want everyone to do well. Why wouldn't I? But you also know that this is a human experiment. So you've got a bunch of different people and they're all trying their own thing. And if you diffuse all the competition out of it, it's also a problem. It's got to be a balance. It's got to be like, you got to watch a guy crush and be like, fuck that guy.
Yeah.
Because then you're going to work harder. You can't always watch a guy crush and be like, that's our guy. If everyone's like, that's our guy, that's our hero, it's like hero worship and nobody gets better.
But
You
want to be better. My whole career, I've wanted to surround myself around smarter, better, richer people.
But you're only going to
And
do
I always do that. Well, okay, when I started, if you were to interview me before I started a year ago, I would have thought it was ran a lot different and there was a lot smarter people and there was a lot more. I didn't think that they would be carpooling and fighting for 50-cent beers. Let me tell you.
No.
Like I thought it was like, oh, everybody's balling. This is fun. This is a good hobby. So.
I think my point, there's something to it. Like you do need both. You can't
Or it
just
becomes like not funny because everyone's like, yeah, we're all the best. We're all great.
Totally.
Like,
No, it's like, no, you want someone to come in and be like, oh, that guy's here. It's going to be awesome. And then you watch him and you're like, I'm going to learn how to do that.
Yeah.
And everyone's fighting and everyone's trying to get better because it's like, and I let that happen because I have a little bit more control over the dynamic of the group than you guys would as individual comics.
You should. It's your
I should.
It's your fucking club.
But at the same time, I don't want to be too heavy-handed with it.
Yeah.
Right? I don't want to be like, hey, everybody, I saw someone was mean to another comic yesterday, and can we please not do that? Like, I can't do that because I'm like, I need everyone to be pushing. And at the same time, this is a shitty thing, but it's kind of true. I need comics that can't hack it to quit.
Right.
Because I can't fucking carry them along forever, right?
It's like being a coach of a team and you have the shitty player and you got to keep putting them out there.
Yeah.
I've coached sports.
Yeah, especially with kids sports, right?
You're like,
because you can't
like,
cut them. And then
the parents are like, oh, they're really good. And you're like, they fucking can't even skate back.
And so there's another thing that happens is like, I don't want that to be a thing. And the fact is, in our scene, because it's small, we don't have all the pressures from around the city. Like if you're in a big city, no one has to curate the scene at all because it's so competitive. You can't move up unless you're fucking great.
You're not getting participation.
Yeah, there's none of that. But like in our scene where we need people, like we can have people hanging on longer than they should.
Yeah.
And you got to be like, and so sometimes I let comics be dicks to each other because I'm like, well, maybe he'll either figure it out and like be like, yeah, that guy is telling me I suck at this, so maybe I should work harder.
Is that why you keep telling us different places? You're like, yeah, your show's on your show's on Tuesday. Go tell your jokes.
Yeah, no. But you get what I'm saying. I want everyone to get better, and you need that like pressure from all sides, right? And
but
you can't just be like, you're the best.
No,
and you get that too. Like I overstepped my boundary this week. I asked a guy to be on the show, and then I didn't think anything of it. I was like, hey, just so you know, it's going to be a sold-out show, and a ton of these people have seen you already, and they've heard this one bit 8 fucking times.
Yeah.
And I thought nothing of it, because if one of you guys came to me and said, hey, my parents are coming again, they've heard you tell that robot sex story 12 times, don't do it, I would have been like, oh, fuck, cross it off.
But I didn't know. Different kinds of robots.
Yeah.
Like, that's the thing, like, they're like, oh, don't tell your robots. It's like, dude, I bought a new kind of robot. This one's a hoot bot. I bought a hoot bot.
Hoot bot, you want a hoot bot tonight?
this is all new robot sex material.
but
Do you know what a hoot bot is?
No.
Okay, you've had sex?
Yeah.
Okay, so
He's a pedophile's dream. Look at this guy.
A hootbot is like a little robot, looks like an owl.
Right.
Now I'm thinking,
it feels like
we
the
should have got
Zoom.
Spencer.
Oh,
over
it's
here.
Spencer. Are you talking about the one you put
his
the
dream.
quarter?
That's one of those like.
You don't remember the hootbot?
Is that the one you put the quarter in and it eats it?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Oh,
remember
never
that. He didn't even know it. He looked at Transformers and Ninja Turtles out there like I was selling alien figures.
Well, you were homeschooled.
Yeah. For a while.
He doesn't know
Was your
anything.
teacher hot?
Come on. Come on now.
Hey, just ask it. I'm an older guy. She's,
You know what?
she's probably my
Dude,
age.
you know what was hilarious about that? What just happened? I guessed. Oh, there's a vibe.
Okay. we need to take you out to the crowd. We'll
Yeah,
get
dude.
you. We'll get you motorboating chicks and slamming tequila. You'll be fine.
That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
You don't have to.
Call your mom first.
But anyways, I overstepped my boundaries. I'm going to apologize to him tonight. I don't want him to be because you're like, oh, he'll probably be worried about it. I'm like,
Don't worry about it. Dude, the thing is with comedy is like, it's
is
like,
that our alarm?
yeah, but that's okay. The thing is with comedy is like, you're always, everyone's sensitive because it's comedy. Like, I don't think people who aren't a little bit sensitive would even do comedy because it's kind of like this, you have to be overly sensitive to understand what's happening in a room full of people.
Right.
There's all these weird, I mean, the ingredients to what makes a comedian are complex, but you can see some similarities in everybody. And I've been doing it long enough that I can say like, something that's across the board is like they're overly sensitive. That's not just one guy, that's everyone.
My daughter asked me today, aren't you embarrassed when you get up there and tell stories about your dick or shitting your pants or doing this? I'm like, no, you want to embarrass yourself so they relate to you and they laugh with you.
Yeah.
She's like, I would never get up and tell embarrassing things about you. And I'm like, why? Who cares? They don't know if it's made up or true
Yeah.
or a mix
Yeah,
of both. And it is the most relatable thing. But if you started talking about somebody in the front row shitting their pants or something, you might open up a whole can of
Yeah,
worms.
and there's that side of it, there's your side of it where you come from, and then there's the other side where like people who are sensitive, who don't like being laughed at, can then be like, oh, you want to laugh at me? Here, I'll give you something to laugh at.
Yeah.
And this is the
Yeah,
things you have permission to laugh at. And then once those people do it for long enough, and I think I'm part of that group, where it's like you start to get a thicker skin
Yeah.
after a while, and you're like, who cares? Let's just talk about everything, and then you realize like everything's okay. But like, it doesn't matter at all.
Yeah.
This is such a ridiculous hobby. But there is like, as far as a trend across the group, is like, yeah, they tend to be more sensitive. And the other thing about comics that you realize is that every one of them truly cares. They really want to do a good job.
Yeah.
They really want to be good comedians. And people lose sight of that because they're like, oh, this guy just does open mic at a weekend spot. He never goes on the road. He never does, like, he doesn't blah, blah, blah. It's like, whatever. They still want to, they're best at their thing they want to be at. And if you're like, you know, they are sensitive about their material because that's like out of everything, that's their favorite hobby, right? And that's the thing they present. So you gotta be aware of that when you talk to comics. But
But you guys tease people you like, obviously. Like, are you guys
Do you tease
teasers
people?
and
Who would
bully
you
around
tease?
people, or no?
Pick a
Or do
person.
you think it's
Sure.
like if
I
like,
get teased a lot.
Like if I
but I can take
if I
it.
choked tonight or forgot something or said the wrong word, wouldn't you be like, oh fuck, you did that or whatever? Like I
Yeah.
like teasing people I like,
Yeah.
and I usually don't say anything to people I don't. It's kind of,
Yeah.
but it's like you sometimes you go overstep and you realize those people, they don't know what
It's
that is.
usually when someone bombs and you just
Yeah.
like, well, we're just gonna tear them because they know they did
Well,
bad, and then
yeah, but see, I don't know. Maybe if you were laughing about it and everything, like when you froze that day, the last thing in the world I would have done was made fun of you because
Oh.
like you could tell it. You could tell. It's,
you're a nice soul.
it
Everyone,
was
else.
the third thing I did.
Yeah, no.
you could tell. Like you could tell that you were heartbroken about.
I
So
was
why?
saying, don't worry about it. Then I said, happens to everyone. And then I said, that was kind of...
Like, we know Dave lost his island. He never got into.
That's
Every once in a
true.
while, I dig it in
Yeah.
there a little
Yeah,
bit.
I did have an island. Did
Yeah.
you know that?
You've told that joke, and I was like, what
No,
an
not a joke.
exaggerated hyperbole.
No.
And you're like, that's real.
Like if we talk about the glory hole he has at his trailer park or
Yeah.
anything.
Yeah.
Like
Did
it's
you know
like
I put that in?
he knows
You put
you're
it in?
just. It's good money. Good. Makes money.
I do make money.
You do what
He
you
sells
do.
he sells the change back to the store here.
It's pretty good. That's how I get Pokemon cards.
What's the thing like? You do that, and I made $1,800, and people are like, "Wow!" And you're like, "Yeah, it was like 80 cents a day, or it was 80 cents." And
Yeah,
you're like
yeah.
every.
Yeah, who would have known I had to blow that many dudes for a
Yeah.
quarter piece?
Yeah.
yeah, for sure.
That's cool.
Any cool events coming up or anything?
Not just that one in November.
Sure, when is it? Tell these
November
guys.
27 at the Vancouver Comedy Underground.
Sure.
I just did one in Summerland. That was really fun.
Yeah.
And,
Do you have your own comedy page yet?
I have a Instagram.
Okay. Is it yours or is it a comedy one?
Bit of both.
A little bit of both, mixing
yeah.
it?
I don't know.
Katie said I had to do both, so she kind of runs my other one. But I'm like, okay, but it's good. You should have one because people like you are building a following.
Yeah.
And here's our question that we have.
Yes.
Okay. Have you read this?
No.
Do you have one?
No.
You don't have one?
No.
Gil
You
Dave,
can have one.
the book we push every week for some reason.
Yeah. And so
Do you know how to read? You look like you know how to read.
He's homeschooled. They
Yeah,
all
you
read.
should know how to
All
read.
I do is read.
Most of the people we've had on don't know how to read, so.
Yeah, it's
I
pretty
know how to
embarrassing.
read.
If your mom's got an uneven table at home,
There you go.
perfect.
So
for
here's
that.
the question: if you, this will be interesting. I'm interested in this.
Yeah.
If you had to kill me,
Well, I'm glad you asked.
and this is the important part, and you have to be able to get away with it, like you plan it like a real good murder. How would you do it?
Because I've listened to the show, I just feel like it wouldn't be hard to poison you at the
You see
place.
him wolf down all
when
that
it's
food all the time.
well, and it's like
Picky.
I
And
feel like you can get one
Dakotas, they
just-
probably lose 2 or 3 people a week to
Yeah,
food
just a
poisoning.
gelatinous cube of poison. He's like, here you go.
No, you can even get one of the servers and be like, "Can you put this in Dave's drink?" And they'd be like, "Sure."
Yeah,
They just do it.
When he gets up to do his set, you put it in there.
And then one day Dave, or like whatever hours later, Dave would drop dead, and
Yeah.
people would be like, "Dave dropped dead." And you're like, "Yeah, yeah, he died."
Oh, yeah.
Or they're like, "We suspect murder," and like, did Dave have any like? Was he around mentally unstable, bitter people who might
Yeah.
have resent,
Yes.
might be
Hundreds
resentful
of
of
them.
David of
Yeah.
Dave somehow, and then be like, "Yeah, everyone."
Yeah.
And then I just walk away.
And then you go to the funeral. I think you'd have to go to the
Be a good
funeral.
party.
Yeah.
That would be, actually might be a fun funeral.
Yeah, it would be pretty
People
fun.
would do lots of bits. It would
Yeah.
be-
Yeah.
It'd be funny.
That'd be an open mic funeral.
Yeah,
That'd
open
be-
mic
that-
funeral.
there you go.
Open
Be
casket,
very good.
open mic.
Yeah. Be like,
And there's just like a little like iPad playing you, just being like, oh. Like your own funeral. It's like,
one last letdown. And are you guys cremation or burial guys?
I want to get buried.
You want to get buried? Yeah.
I want to get left in public. Like,
Still wrong?
Because here's the thing that I've learned about this is like funerals are the biggest ripoff, right? Like all and
Yeah.
so
You mean a casket's not worth $10,000?
no, dude, 10,000 would be a deal with caskets.
That's a Costco casket.
Yeah, that's a Costco casket. No, here's the thing about dead people is like if you don't clean them up, like if you the government cleans it up and they eventually do it, but they try and make you pay it first.
So
If you
just-
find a dead person or whatever.
So if your
They try to
family
make
dies,
you pay it? Like,
yeah,
you find it
because they don't want it.
so
Like
if your family dies, you're just gonna leave them till the government comes.
well, here you kind of can. So if you find like let's
think
say
it's
your
called-
mom, if you find your mom.
No, okay.
I think it's called respect.
Well, it is.
No.
It is. It isn't. But I'm trying to save my family money.
Yeah, you're a good.
I'm thinking for them. So I'm like, okay, if I die in my house, my dad's got to do this whole big thing,
Yeah.
right? So if I start feeling ill, like I'm like, this is it. I'm going to Costco.
Just gonna go sit there.
I'm gonna go in because Costco's not gonna leave the body there for like a long time.
No, but don't they just send it to the morgue and not be claimed?
Yeah, but then it's
We
the
need
trans-
if
it's the
you
cleanup-
know, if anybody knows, let us know.
It's the cleanup and transport I'm trying to save
Yeah.
money on.
Maybe this is why we're not getting so many searches and hits, because we just talk about murder for half.
Yeah,
of it.
maybe.
quite
No,
morbid.
dude, we should be getting lots of murder.
All the weirdos
Murder, yeah,
from-
women.
Yeah, you could list this under like crime.
Yeah, crime podcast.
All the
Right.
crazy.
And
There we go.
then you get-
Oh,
Half
that's
of it, they'd be good.
Yeah, we can
I had a friend found a dead body one time, like
Yeah.
in this street, and he said it was a big headache.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a insane amount of.
I just fucking walk the other way. If they're already dead, just
Yeah, you think you can, but if they're on your property,
If you,
like I,
well, it was in the street or whatever.
we had
Just don't report
my
it.
family. We had a rental property, and someone passed away in it, and it sucked, and
Yeah.
it was very expensive. Like way more than you think. Whatever number you think, like times by 4.
Wow.
Like it's crazy. It's
And then they're like, oh, who was the last renter? What's their story? And you're like, they moved on.
Yeah.
Where?
What's this moldy
A better
stain
place.
on the carpet? Why is there so many maggots?
It's
in
still
it?
the chalk.
Isn't that weird?
outlines
Isn't
there.
that weird? Because like people don't want to live in a house. They're like, ooh, someone died here. It's like, dude, have you ever like been downtown? You ever been in any public building? Like, how many people do you think have died at the? Like, you go to the hospital, it's full of dead people.
And that bed you were in.
Yeah, there's ghosts everywhere. There should be ghosts at the beach.
Anyways, on that note, I'm going to cut it off because we're close to time. We got a show tonight.
Yeah.
I have a show in Toronto November 7th. If you guys are out that way, come check it out. Tickets are posted somewhere. I don't know where, but it'll be fun.
See you next
And then
time.
these guys are in Vancouver.
You're already done.
And stay